What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and I'm back with another Pokemon Challenge video. Pokemon White 2 with only a Roggenrola was smooth until the end of the game, where it became impossible. So in today's video, I'm doing a challenge that I don't think will be unbeatable, but should still be very tough. Today, I'm going to figure out if you can beat Pokemon Fire Red with only one Nincada. As you probably already know, Nincada is a weak bug and ground type. Its only good stat is its defense, and other than that, it has a base stat total of 266. Nincada's moveset is pretty bland, as it doesn't get a good attacking move until level 38, but it's Metal Claw, so it's not even Stab. Luckily, Nincada's TM list has a decent amount of variety, as it has access to Toxic, Giga Drain, Solar Beam, Return, Shadow Ball, and Aerial Ace. Anyways, time for them rules. I can only use Nincada in battle. I'll have to catch other Pokemon for HM use only, so they will not be allowed in combat. No items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of battle are allowed, and like always, no glitches or exploits. You know, the more I think about this challenge, the more I think it's going to be pretty brutal. I started off by calling my rival, because boy oh boy, that is hilarious. I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Bulbasaur with Nincada. I replaced Bulbasaur, so Rival would have Charmander, the hardest starter to fight. I also nicknamed Nincada Lil Bug, because that seems like a cool name. Anyways, I actually managed to defeat Charmander in the first battle, only because I got a critical hit with Scratch. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting to win that battle. After getting to level 13, I took on Rival west of Viridian City. Luckily, Pidgey only went for Tackle instead of Sand Attack, so a few scratches did the trick. I played it really safe against Charmander, as I got up 6 Sand Attacks before going for Scratch. Eventually, I won the battle, but I'm really starting to see how awful Nincada's attack is. I decided to take a shot at Brock just to see how far I could get, and surprisingly enough, I came pretty close to winning. Even though Geodude could take my leech lives, I ate his tackles pretty well. Since Brock doesn't use potions, I eventually whittled down Geodude and killed him. However, Onix's attacks do more damage than I can heal back with leech life. Not to mention, I ran out of PP for leech life, so I had to resort to Fury Swipes. Anyways, Onix eventually took me down with Bind, but I think I just need 3 or 4 more levels and I can win. At level 17, I got off 6 Sand Attacks on Onix, so he could barely hit me as I brute forced my way to the win with Leech Life. Finally, I can get EXP in places other than the stupid Viridian Forest. Right after I got to Cerulean, I went for the rival battle on Nugget Bridge, but I didn't even get through 2 of his Pokemon. Pidgeotto used a Sand Attack a couple of times, so I missed a few Fury Swipes. It didn't really matter though, because my Fury Swipes barely touched Pidgeotto, and his Gust did a decent amount of damage. I was able to make it to Charmander, but he easily finished me off with an Ember. Well, I guess I can take on Misty first. Never mind, Misty is also unwinnable right now. Even Staryu's Water Pulse can almost one-shot me, and my Fury Swipes hardly do anything. The only reason I killed Staryu was because Fury Swipes hit 5 times on both turns and got a critical hit on one of them. But of course, Starmie easily took me down. Once I got to level 30, I was finally able to make it to Charmander without taking any damage, so I took him down with 2 scratches and a false swipe. I got a lot of health back by one-shotting Abra with Leech Life, so Rattata couldn't kill me, as I got a critical hit to win the battle and finally progress in the game. It took me a couple of tries to defeat Misty, but I finally got lucky and got a critical hit with Secret Power. Water Pulse still did a ton of damage, but one more Secret Power did the job. On the SSN, Rival was ready for another rival fight. Pidgeotto only went for Sand Attack, so he easily died in 2 Secret Powers. Charmeleon isn't a problem anymore since I have Dig now, and Eradicate and Kadabra both got one shot. Well, this battle was fine, but I'm not looking forward to when he gets Charizard. As you probably saw coming, Lieutenant Surge was a clean one-shot sweep with Dig. However, I'm really surprised that Nincada outsped all 3 of his Pokemon, especially Raichu. The rival battle in Pokemon Tower was incredibly easy. Pidgeotto went down to 2 secret powers like always. Charmeleon, Execute, and Kadabra all got one shot, so last out was Gyarados. His Intimidate was kind of annoying as it took a lot of secret powers to kill him, but Gyarados couldn't put that much damage on me anyways. Giovanni was a pretty easy battle as Onix and Rhyhorn both went down to a Dig and Leech Life. Kangaskhan could eat my hits a lot better, but once again, Little Bug was just too bulky. Not gonna lie, I think Nincada is literally built different. My first attempt at Erica was straight up BS. Victory Bow went down to a Dig and Secret Power, but not before she paralyzed me. Tangela was really annoying to kill since she spammed Giga Drain, and I was using Leech Life. Not to mention, Erica also used a Hyper Potion just to drag out this battle even longer. Eventually, I took down Tangela, but of course, Vileplume had to get a critical Giga Drain, which ended the fight. Are you kidding me? On my third attempt, I attached a Cherry Berry to Nincada, so I made it to Vileplume with full health, and 2 digs did the trick. Yeah, that's what you get, stupid Erica. The battle against Koga was a little harder than I thought it would be. Coughing died in 2 secret powers, but Muck was really annoying to deal with. I couldn't one-shot him with Dig, so Koga used 2 Hyper Potions. Muck then went for Acid Armor, so none of my moves could do that much damage. He tried to set up with Minimize, but eventually I took him down. Koga's second Coughing suffered the same fate as the first one, so last out was Wheezing, who just went down to a couple of secret powers. So even though I'm almost 40 levels higher than some of Rival's Pokemon, I don't think I can beat him right now. It takes 3 secret powers to kill Pidgeot, so he always hits me with 2 wing attacks. And then there's Charizard, who has Flamethrower. As I said, this looks unbeatable. But then I had this amazing attempt. I hung on from a Flamethrower with 6 HP, so I managed to take down Charizard. I got some health back by 2-shotting Execute with Leech Life, so next up was Alakazam. Instead of easily finishing me off, like he should've, Alakazam went for Future Sight twice in a row. I don't know why, but I'll take it. Gyarados was out last, and he used Dragon Rage, but then he went for Bite, so I hung on to win the battle. That battle was just filled with horrible AI. Once again, Giovanni wasn't too much of a problem. Dig is super effective on almost all of his Pokemon, so I either one-shot or two-shot them. Also, his Pokemon can hardly put any damage on me, which results in a recipe for an easy win. Sabrina was an easy battle as I mopped the floor with her team. For the most part, I used a Leech Life, but I had to use Secret Power on Venomoth. I don't really know why Sabrina has a Venomoth, but whatever. My first attempt at Blaine was a near one-shot sweep. Growlithe, Ponyta, and Rapidash all died to a single dig. However, Arcanine has Intimidate, so by the time I got to him, my attack was lowered by 2 stages. Because of this, Dig only brought him down to about half health before he one-shot me with a Fire Blast. Well, since I know that Fire Blast one-shots, I guess I'll have to grind, unless I want to wait for a critical hit. Oh, that's pretty cool. On my very next attempt, I got a critical hit with Dig. Sweet! The final battle against Giovanni wasn't too much different than the first 2. I mainly used a Dig, since most of his Pokemon are weak to ground. I find it really sad though, that I was 39 levels higher than Giovanni's second Rhyhorn, yet I still couldn't one-shot him. Well, at least I won the fight. So, the rival battle before Victory Road is giving me some problems. Pidgeot always goes for Feather Dance, and then Wing Attack. I only have physical moves, so this doesn't set me up well for the rest of the fight. The only reason I got past Pidgeot in this attempt was because I got a critical hit with Metal Claw. But just like before, Charizard can easily take me down with one Flamethrower. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to be level 100 if I want a shot at winning. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this challenge was a failure as I kept on losing at level 100. But then I got the run of my life. I got a critical secret power on Charizard, so he never hit me with Flamethrower. Gyarados wasted his time using Rain Dance and Leer, and he missed a Hydro Pump, so 4 Secret Powers did the trick. Rhyhorn hung on from a dig, but missed a takedown, so I finished him off with a Metal Claw. Execute paralyzed me, but still didn't get a hit off, and Alakazam went down pretty easily. That battle probably makes up for not only the unluckiness that I've had in this challenge, but the unluckiness that I've had in the past 5 challenges. Well, I don't think there's any way I beat Lorelei. Nincada just doesn't do enough damage, and he can't take a special move to save his life. Out of countless attempts, I never made it past Slowbro. I also don't have any items that I could give Nincada, not that they would really help anyways. I even tried taking her on after teaching Giga Drain and Return to Nincada, but I got the same exact result. So, for the second time in a row, I am deeming this challenge impossible. By the way, I tried to use healing items in battle as well, but I still couldn't get past Slowbro. That's just hilarious. To be honest though, I kinda expected this challenge to be impossible, considering how incredibly weak Nincada is. Nonetheless, it was a fun run, but I think I need to lighten up on the brutal challenges for a little bit. Anyways, for my next challenge, I'm going to do my first speedrun in Pokemon Crystal, but I'm not sure what Pokemon I'm going to use. As always, feel free to leave any other challenge suggestions that you have in the comment section below. And if you want to see more of my challenge runs, then you can check out the playlist that I left a link to in the description. Also, if you want to see more Pokemon content from me, I do a lot of Nuzlocke series and card openings here on the channel. For now though, if you guys enjoyed this video, then be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell to see more. And until next time, deuces!